Today's choreography tutorial is a condensed version of my low flow hammock workshop that I did recently here in Melbourne. This routine is really designed to explore the tension between having your body connected to the floor and the apparatus at the same time. So there's a nice little bit of acro dance choreography to learn, and then I also take you through a very simple, beginner-friendly footlock combination. We're going to start by separating the poles and running the fingers all the way down, pushing down so that the hammock forms a sort of trapeze, and facing side on so that you can check your alignment under the point. A lot of the following combination has to do with the correct timing and placement of your body in order to maintain the tension on the sling. So we're going to step out with our legs, creating a nice wide straddle stance, go up on rise, press the fabric down across the front of the hips nice and low, leaning back so the bottom travels backwards as your body folds forward. And then you're going to find the floor with your hands, slowly bending into the knees and walking forward until you are fully supported by the trapeze across your front. And then you're going to allow yourself to slide backwards, pressing away into open shoulders and walking the legs out, keeping the heels below horizontal. From here, we travel back underneath the point by bending the arms, and we're going to open the shoulders to get a little bit of a run up and then push the floor behind you, straddle the legs out to the side, reaching forward, and you're going to slap the floor in front of you and slide all the way back. At this point, the legs should travel outwards as much as possible. This is going to maintain your tension on the hammock, and you should be pushing into a nice open shape through the armpits, and you should be behind the point. Bending the arms will allow you to travel back underneath the point to transition into the next shape, which is bringing one leg knee forward, bending, and one leg crocheting up behind the post. Now this is a delicate transition, so make sure that you're always under the point for this one, and bring the leg forward into the knee bend first, then wrap the crochet leg. Once you have that tension, you can place one hand forward on the floor and simply push around into a little spin. And then we're going to walk the hands out to the diagonal front of stage, if you want to think of it like that. Walking out, we're going to extend the bottom leg into a stretch position, finding the floor, sliding backwards until you feel like you've got your body weight in your toes a little bit. Releasing the top leg down and stepping across, making sure you've got your weight in your toes. We're going to open the top arm and leg around until the hips face the ceiling, and then tracing with the right hand from the hip all the way up the post until the hands are even, lifting up, big breath, and relax back into the sling and opening up, looking over the left hand shoulder. From here, we're going to take the hands into a diamond position, pressing the palms into the posts. Roll the knees over to the left, pushing the floor behind you, and lift the legs off the floor into a stag position, joining the knees together slowly into a tuck, stopping at a point facing downstage on the diagonal, lift, lower, port bras back with the arms and down, ready for our aerial combination. To transition from the back sling position into a seated position, we're going to use a split straddle. So lift the right leg up between the posts, hooking over the left piece. Bring the right hand to the left pole, lifting forward with the body so that the right piece flicks across the back and collect it with the left hand, and then guiding the knee in, sitting on your shin, crossing over at the knee, bringing the chest forward to allow the hands to come off to the sides. Taking the arms up nice and long, we're going to transfer to standing on the right foot, and then take the left hand over high across to the right post, stepping back and making sure the poles cross, lifting the left leg forward, breaststroking through between the posts with the right hand until the post comes around behind your neck and back, and then pressing forward, crossing over at the ankles and sticking your bottom back into the post for tension. From this position, we backstroke the left hand so that both biceps are behind the posts, bringing the hands down slightly to lift the body weight up, allowing the standing leg to travel forward on the diagonal, and then allowing yourself to hinge back over the sling with your upper body, releasing the top arm and leg back into attitude. If you have the flexibility, you can lift the free leg up to the post using a sickle grip to hold on with the toes. Make sure you stay holding on with that front hand, and then you can relax the torso down to the floor. To exit, we bring both hands to the front post, releasing the top leg and collapsing into the bottom leg, allowing the knee to slide forward across the posts crossed at the ankle. And then we're going to join the shins in a side sit position. To exit to the floor, we simply step back, holding onto both posts, keeping them crossed at the ankle, circle the leg around to the side, guiding the knee down, stepping forward and passing the fabric over behind your head to finish the combination. This collapsing has a nice visual, so make sure that you've got both your hands holding your body weight on the front posts, allowing the knee to bend without being under too much tension. And so now we can go back to the start and begin layering this movement piece with a bit of intention, starting to think about the eye line and making sure that you're very comfortable with the mechanical steps so you can start to express your way through it. I've included an advanced handstand option on screen. The main safety point for this skill is to make sure that your hands are well behind the point before you extend your elbows up into the opened handstand shape. Play with this very carefully and make sure you have someone there to spot you, because it is a delicate balance of tension and leg positioning. But if you have the shoulder flexibility like I do, you can actually create a very open, very flexible looking handstand scorpion shape. And the choreography continues the same. We bring ourselves back under the point with bent elbows to transition into the stork crochet position. If you're doing this tutorial to increase your dance ability, or you're just interested in learning some choreography so that you have some material to pull on when putting routines together, then challenge yourself with little moments where you're conscious of your eye line, whether it's looking back over your shoulder or tracing a part of your body visually or a part of the apparatus and bringing focus to it. These are the small moments that make a big difference when it comes to increasing your ability to be present in the moment and express more than just the physical movement through your aerial art.